I know this video wasn't planned, um, but hi again for a third time today. Uh, I've realized I've mentioned my mom being an author before, mentioning she has wrote books, but I've never shown them off. I've never shown them to public other than her getting it, and I'd like to help out some sort of way. Um, so her name is Laura Shiflett, mother of me and both my siblings. First, her first book, first series, is Never Been Me. I honestly never read it, personally, because I never was really willing, or not really willing. I just never really put the time and effort to read them because I'm not really a book person. But I do know what it's about, and I grew up knowing what it's about. Um, I grew up knowing about all of her books, and I understand what all of her books were because I was there while she was making them, and I understood. I was the one that helped out picking designs and understanding her pitches to me and such. So I understand enough to the point where I can promote them and understand them. But for Never Been Me, is it has 4 volumes. Never Been 16, 16 years old. Never Been 21, 21 years old. Never been ever been 26, 26 years old. And then Always Been Me. This story is a coming of age story, novel based on a true story. It is about an 80s baby to a 90s teenager, in her words. And it's about living through a whole bunch of different things and growing up as a woman or a female, going through a whole bunch of situations and learning how to come of age and learn from mistakes, situations, trauma, and everything that you can even think of. And it's a story that's meant for all ages, mostly teens and up, because there is trigger warnings. There are things that happen in it, even if it's subtle, it's still there. Um, it's a story that's supposed to bring peace or try and break the trauma inducing curse of women's hardships of growing up and having to go through a lot of trauma inducing situations as a female. This story is based in Buffalo, New York, but it's not only towards Buffalo, New York. It's meant for all to read it. Ooh, I just had like an indigestion thing. That was too much information, but just so you know what just happened there. Um, but that's her first series. She's always been wanting to write it, and she wrote it a couple of years ago, or not a couple of years, yeah, a couple of years, maybe 3 years ago. Could be 2 years ago. I don't remember. It's been a minute. Um, but she has had 3 versions. I think 4. I'm not sure. She first came out with paperback, which was a different cover. Then it went to hardcover, which is the same cover as the original. Then it went to these editions, which she got a illustrator from Brazil, and um, she wanted to, or not she wanted to. She used that to be one of the authors or people to build a bridge between USA and Brazil as well. She wants to bring world peace, and this is her way of doing it. And I promote it, and I hope that it can spread positivity, and I hope it can bring truths and understand that we can all bond through trauma and all live to learn. And that is her first series that she ever published. This I would recommend for people who love drama, love coming of age, and love more, say, like how I say in my manga, like collections would say like more trigger warning stuff. And some people like that, but I know not every person likes trigger warnings and coming of age, but if they like both, I'd recommend reading that. Um, Next, I don't remember being told this story, but I know it did happen. I think I kind of remember, but this is a children's book or children's story, Pumpkin for Christmas, that is same illustrator as the covers for these. She has mentioned to me and to my older siblings, and when we were younger, she would tell the story of this book. It was before it was ever made, while we were growing up, as bedtime stories, telling us of a dog and a reindeer getting mixed up as Santa bringing a gift. And she made it into this, and it's kind of her favorite book she's made so far, other than Never Been Me, probably. It's probably 50-50. It's either Never Been Me and or Always Been Me series and A Pumpkin for Christmas. But little insights. Pumpkin for Christmas, this dog right here, it's based on our dog in our house. It's the illustration is based on our dog. This design. Our dog truly does have one brown eye and one blue eye, and is a little toy Aussie, which is crazy in real life, but in this is the main character. Even if they don't talk, they're still the titular protagonist, if that's how you say it. Title protagonist or cover protagonist, whatever it's called. Not like the protagonist of a story, because that would be the child of the story, but it would be of the dog. But it does. This book was also made in dedication of spreading awareness to babies who die of sudden infant death or SIDS. My mother had traumas had a trauma years ago, and she wanted to promote awareness and promote an effort to do something kind and in remembrance of a past incident, and for instance to happen in the future or happen now, to bring kindness and bring peace. All of her books bring peace, kindness, or some sort of message, or it was met in the intendance of getting her ideas out. Next, going with this, is her illustration book, coloring book. This is a coloring book for A Pumpkin for Christmas. And as you can see, this is for more children or people that like the color. But this is some pretty good illustration for an independent author starting out. And I would recommend it if you're a parent or you're a kid yourself and you want to get this. I'd recommend reading A Pumpkin for Christmas, and if you like it, get the coloring book. If you're a parent and you want your kid to try something new, or support my mother, or just in general want a Christmas Halloween book all in one, you can show it to them, and then they can read it, or you can read it to them, depending on how old they are, and then they can go from there. You can go from there. The final book is Truth Hurts, Raw and Uncut. This is a poetry and short stories book by my mother, who has poems and short stories. Most of them are made by her. There is a poem on page 74 that's by my brother, now sister. Um, I never know how to address that. They go by a different name now, but in back then they went by Dylan. Now they go by Audrey. That's that book's or not book poems from them. But most of them are by my mom. I believe, not too sure. There could be a poem. I don't remember. Hold on. Let me. Hold on. I don't know. I know my grandfather is also a writer. I don't remember if one of his stories are in here as well to get him published as a story author, but I'm not entirely sure. Not take my word for that, but could be in this. I don't know. I don't. This is one of the books I didn't really know a lot about. Everything else I did. This one just kind of came out, and I didn't really have a lot to do with it. Everything else, I helped pick the. I helped with picking designs and helped just with drafts and help writing and such. I wasn't the one that created the ideas. I wasn't the one that did all that stuff. I just helped out. And seeing this creation go out and having to promote it would mean a lot, and it would bring a lot of peace and try and bring a lot of good messages. And I would hope that whoever's watching this can take any of these books and read them and enjoy them. You can check them out on Amazon, Barnes and Noble, some stores in Buffalo, where, because my mom is, we do live in Buffalo, New York. She's a local author here, and a lot of local bookstores, not all of them, but most of them, do hold their books. They are in the libraries. They are in, I think I've said already, Amazon. They are Kindle as well. There's paperback, hardcover, new covers, and Kindle. And then, why am I blanking? Is that it? I don't know. In Buffalo, you could come across one of her books that are signed, but you would only really have to go to these local bookstores and have the chance to find them signed. If not, it's up to chance, unless you go to like a book signing here, if it happens. I don't know if she has a book signing coming up anytime soon this year. But if you get the book, one of the books, and like them, and you want it to get signed or come meet the author, I would probably be there as well, because I help out a lot with carrying stuff, because my mom needs help. But you can come help in, or not help, come see and come meet my mom as the author and get a signed copy, or get it signed to you specifically, so that you have the memory of meeting her and helping me and my mom get it through by. And this is probably going to be the video to being of promoting this. And I just want to do anything I can to help out. And this is all I can think of. I'm 16. There's not a lot for me to do. But me starting a YouTube channel, this will if I do get a lot of followers or get followers, I can help promote it. And I can also help promote my own goals of having a manga collection. And, oh, I moved the stand. Having a manga collection and being able to do my dreams and do what I want to do. Even if I don't know what job I want to do in the future, if YouTube goes high, that can also help me out in the future as well. But you never know. You never know. YouTube is 50-50. You ever go far or you don't. So God got my back, and He got everyone's back that believes in Him. And I bless everyone who's watching, and I bless those who to come. And I hope that this message can get out. And I hope that this message can help promote these books. Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Amen. And I'll see you in another video. And